Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. I'm Rochelle.
I'm Muffin.
And we are closing out March. We're in the last weeks of March. How you feel about it? I feel like time is flying. Like, I always say that, time's always flying, but hear me out. Why's it gotta move so fast?
It's just moving and grooving.
It is moving and grooving and moving to the music. Anyways. What gaming have you been up to this week, Muffin?
A little bit more of some Sly Cooper. And when I say a little bit, I mean like 20 minutes of it. Didn't really get to play much of it, obviously, but
yeah,
anytime is good time, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, support for the 3D printer has been lackluster. Rode the motorcycle to work the other day and it died on the way home, so now it's currently in the shed.
No!
Ripped apart.
Not the bike. What happened? Do you know yet? Or you said it's ripped apart, so I'm assuming you're working on it.
The fuel pump, well, no, because I just kind of ripped it all apart.
Oh!
Brought it home and just went, fuck it. Took everything off. Gas tank is off, carburetor's off.
Why?
Filter, everything related with air, fuel, and compression is off.
Oh, that's funny.
I had it parked over at the Advanced Auto Parts store down the road for 6 hours.
That's a long time.
And I went out there and I was like, hey, I need this, this, and this. And they go, well, you can buy it. Look, buddy, I'm not buying this. Can I just use the tools that you have and just set them off as store tools?
Yeah.
The fuel pump exploded. The pump relay just decided to stop working.
Oh my god.
So now it's just a matter of what all actually needs to be replaced. Right now, I am only $139 into it.
Okay, that's not too bad.
As far as the repairs go. If it is in fact something that I personally can't repair, I'm just going to order a new engine.
Damn. Okay, fair enough. It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. So now it's just a matter of what all am I going to stress myself out over, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to sit here and continuously deal with this shit over and over again.
No, you shouldn't.
But not much for gaming, unfortunately. What about you? What have you done for gaming?
Let's see. After our Destiny adventure, oh, right, I learned the majesty and the horror of a hardcore character death in World of Warcraft. It was... Yeah, so in Turtle WoW, there's a challenge you can enact, which is hardcore mode, which is, in World of Warcraft, when you die, you do the walk of shame, you get back to your corpse, you got some armor damage, but you keep on trucking. In hardcore, if you die, you're dead. You're not coming back. So I'm going through with my friends, we're little gnomes, and I follow someone out of the cave. I wasn't paying close enough attention, which again, where I really royally messed up. It was not anyone in my group. I got hounded by two or three different, mobs outside of the cave as I tried to run back in. I tried to outrun them, and I didn't, and I died. So that was pretty devastating. Then I tried to re-level, and I tried to group up. Again, these freaking caves are ridiculous. I was trying to do my mage quest. No, I'm a warlock. I was trying to do my warlock quest in the cave with some people outside my group, because they said, I gotta catch up to them. They're like, we're gonna do our own thing. Good luck, buddy. So I grouped up with some different people who abandoned me in the cave once their quest was done. So I died again, so one of my friends took pity on me and is helping me level my character back up to 14. So probably gonna do that some more, probably tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow is WoW day, so tomorrow would be a good day to do it. But yeah, that was actually quite devastating. I almost wanted to quit forever and cry. It was a sad day. Let's see.
It is unfortunate. Maybe you should just quit.
Well, no, no.
Why not?
I'm no
and
quitter.
Just WoW.
Yeah, it's WoW. There's a reason the game's called WoW. Because it's fun. And it teaches gaming strategy and teamwork. Yes, I do.
Call that fun.
I do call that fun. Let's see. Thursday was Grand Theft Auto. Oh, so I got introduced to... his name starts with a T, I think. But the meth head story... Trevor, yeah. The meth head storyline got unlocked for me in GTA 5. I found out not only I cannot fly a plane very well, I'm quite bad at it. Go figure. But I'm getting better. I'm trying to learn. But So I thought it was interesting. Michael didn't have a special ability, where Franklin does, with his driving. And Trevor has a special ability too, which I can only call Meth Head Rage. Seeing as when you hit the little joysticks and activate his ability, the screen gets a little bit fuzzy and discolored, but your guns and your melee and your gun damage gets increased ridiculously. So his introduction was brutal. I do not like him. But, I'm playing the story mode, so I have to play him. Oh, also, I did a side mission I wasn't expecting to be what it was. One of Michael's side missions, I found, this little question mark. So I was like, oh, I like playing as Michael. Let's see what the side mission is. And he ends up, smoking. So, he ends up partaking of the marijuana with someone who's trying to legalize it. Because he's like, it's going to make you so mellow. It's just going to mellow you out so good. And he's like, all right, fine, I'll play your game. And then suddenly we're fighting aliens and tripping balls. So, no, I didn't sign his damn petition. Not if that's what you're selling. Not if that's what you're selling.
Shame on you.
Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. That was clearly laced with something. Friday.
You're not laced with anything. You're just a weenie.
Am I a weenie? If that makes me a weenie, then I'll
a Weenie Hut Junior weenie.
I'll drive my happy ass down to Super Weenie Hut Juniors at that point. Oh, I did play some of the new season of Fortnite. I'll be playing more of it this Friday. I do they added a little rivalry thing. So after the update, when you first boot up Fortnite, you get to pick a team, the Ice King or the Foundation, which basically it's like a good guy versus bad guy thing. Again, I'm slowly learning about some of the lore of Fortnite. I'll admit it's not the top of my priority list, but I do like this new season is getting more into the lore, so it's bringing newbies like me kind of into the story and the multiverse and whatever. But the Foundation, the leader of the Foundation team is Dwayne Johnson, literally just The Rock. So I'm like, and picking Team Ice King, because I'm not big on The Rock anymore these days. Hey James, my Tuesday's going pretty rough, but it's getting better now that I'm on this podcast. So got a drink, I got my muffin, I got some games. He's just kind of smarmy, and I don't want to get into it, but I just don't like his face. So I was like, also, I don't know, it seems like a weird, and maybe it's just because I'm new and I don't know. It's an interesting reveal after they changed their V-Buck rates. I actually don't think the rates themselves have changed, but the amount of V-Bucks you get have changed, and something Fortnite players have been complaining about for like 2 weeks now, maybe even longer. And the explanation they gave was basically, we got bills to pay. And they're like, so do we. What's the deal? You have like collabs out the ass. You get tons of money from us, the players, from monthly subscriptions, and there's the shop, there's literally in the shop right now, because I looked this morning, a Balenciaga collab, which I don't know why anyone cares about, but it's a big name designer, so people care about it.
Yeah.
So after being like, well, we got bills to pay. So after the reveal that the leader of like the good guy team is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, they're like, oh, you had to pay his fees, so you give us less V-Bucks you give us less bang for our V-Bucks. Screw you. So I'm like, Team Ice King all the way. Also because he looks like the Lich King in WoW, so I'm a bit biased. But hear me out. So I've been looking into it because they did introduce with this, good versus evil thing, a rivalry mode where you can start rivalries. You go up to this like big screen, you start a rivalry, and it'll match you with someone in the lobby from the opposite team. And if you eliminate them, you get some like rivalry points. And if they eliminate you, they get rivalry points. And as the season goes on, there's this little bar showing, the amount of wins, points, whatever, collectively amongst the team across all servers. And I didn't bring it up as a news story because it just fits better here. But I'm not the only one who apparently had who likes the Ice King, or either that or maybe the Ice King team just has better players. But yeah, so the Ice King team is raffle stomping the Foundation so hard. Apparently Epic Games has given like a 1.2 or some kind of, it's somewhere between 1.2 and 1.5 like point buff to the Foundation because they're getting raffle stomped so hard.
That's crazy. Right?
They're like, no, the good guys are supposed to be winning, and we're just like, I think I have it pulled up for curiosity's sake and referencing. And it's not as bad as it was now. I think they have caught up a bit, but I think that's because of the buff. I think if Epic would have just let things happen the way they were unfolding, it would be a lot worse of a gap. Oh, let's see. And Saturday morning was Chain of Memories. I want to say I'm halfway through Chain of Memories on Riku's perspective. I think I just got past Neverland, which is the three of the four world cards that I have after getting out of Hollow Bastion. Yeah, because I haven't done... Is it Atlantica I do next? I don't know. I'd have to pull it up. But regardless, I think I'm almost halfway through. I don't know if I have to go through all the floors of the castle like I did with Sora. I probably do. Maybe I don't. Again, I don't know. I haven't played the game yet. And I'm not about spoilers, especially for Kingdom Hearts if I can avoid it. Speaking of which, though, once I finished that, I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? Because I found out I was missing some games that I didn't have to miss out on, and I got it on eBay. Guess how much I spent on this?
$32.
Lower.
$31.
Lower.
$20.
It was $16. And I had free shipping.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you think this is awesome, James. I didn't even think I was going to get to play Dream Drop Distance because it's a 3DS game, and, well, I'm not going to lie. Maybe this is a controversial opinion, maybe it's not, but I'm not a big fan of Kingdom Hearts on the handheld consoles. I'm trying to play Recoded on the DS, and I'm not about it. Also, I myself have not figured out how to connect a handheld console to my Elgato, so not being able to stream it would kind of suck. So luckily I saw this on the PlayStation Store. Guess how much they wanted for it on the PlayStation Store?
$70.
$60. But
That was pretty close.
yeah, so I literally got it for a quarter of the price, and it's a physical copy, so even better. And the disc is in hella condition. I thought it was a full manual. It's not. I shouldn't be surprised, but it's just like an ad leaflet, but whatever, is what it is. It's 2 games and an HD cinematic from the mobile game, so yeah. And I was really excited about it because, you know, again, I can get caught up on the story. Also, according to this book, because right at the beginning of the book, there's a timeline of the games. Basically, it's how to play them in story order. Oh no, I got lipstick on it. Anyways.
The craziest part that she actually has a book.
I also have another book with the character files.
So sad.
It is not sad. There are so many characters that I don't know much about. A, because I haven't played all the games, and B, even after I play all the games, they might not be as fleshed out or developed as I would have liked, so the character files will give me some more context and background.
Brittany. It's sad.
It's not sad. It's cool! But so my point being...
I don't know about cool.
I already screwed up playing it in story order. So...
Who cares? It's not like we're playing Halo. It doesn't have to be in chronological order.
But it can be.
Nope. Doesn't have to be.
So my point being...
Just play the game.
After I finished Chain of Memories, I was like, okay, what am I gonna do next? I think I decided, since I already goofed it up, and also Dream Drop Distance, according to that timeline in there, leads directly into Kingdom Hearts 3. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and finish Chain of Memories, watch the 2 cinematics for 358 over 2 days, and recode it. I'll watch all those cinematics, make sure they're, I completely finish that collection that I'm already going through, and then I'm going to play this one. Which, while I'm on a cinematic roll, I might do Kingdom Hearts Key, because that's the one that's supposed to be the very beginning of the series. It takes place way before Sora's even a blip on the radar. And then I'll do Birth by Sleep, the Fragmentary Passage, and then I'll end with Dream Drop Distance, because then I can play Kingdom Hearts 3. And then I played Date Everything, so that was psychotic, because my fire alarm joined a gang and started smoking, so not cool, bro. Not cool. It started a fire in my house. I now have fire damage on one of the walls of my home. Not a fan of that.
At least you're enjoying Date Everything.
I am. It's actually one of the... to be fair, I haven't played a lot of dating sims, just like the Hatoful Boyfriend, Dream Daddy. Oh, what's the other one I played? The KFC one. I haven't played a lot of dating sims, but Date Everything feels more like a game than all of those, because there's such an interpersonal aspect to it that I really like. It's not just, which one of these is gonna be my boyfriend or girlfriend? Oh no, how do I choose? It's, they all can be my boyfriend, girlfriend, or just friend, or they can hate me, and their little storylines amongst each other, like how the roles of the house kind of play into one another, actually gives me some incentive to talk to everything and unlock all the dateables. I think I may have mentioned this last week, I may not have, but I was trying to realize Sinclair, he's a sink. It's like the rest of them are like humanoid versions of whatever appliance or house furniture that I talk to, but the sink is like a human body with like an actual like sink for a head, and he's kind of creepy, and I want to figure out if I just kind of want to see what he is when I realize him, because he claims he's a person who was cursed by a witch, but I think he's just crazy. I think he's a little bit, cuckoo. So, but I won't know until I realize him, but I can't realize him until I finish Arma, who's the fire alarm, and who's the other one? I can never remember. I have a note. Penelope, the office supplies which I got her to love me.
Is she a pen?
No, she's a lady. She's actually really cute, like petite girl. She's got black curly hair, and her clothes more sum up the office supply aspect. Like her clothes kind of look like they're made out of notebook paper. She's got little sticky note accents, pens and pencils and stuff sticking out of her hair. She's really cute, and I'm kind of happy I got her to love me. But I'm kind of, I just want to, so I finished her up. It's got to figure out what the hell to do with Arma, because I had to reset her battery, and I think she forgot everything that happened, so I don't know. I have to figure out what the hell's going on with that. She's a little bit psycho. Yeah. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying Date Everything.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good game. Without further ado, let's get into some news. Let me make sure I'm on the right page, because I do that literally every time, and I'm not. Okay, I am now. Hooray, I did it.
You did. Good job.
We did it. We did it. That was kind of obvious, but I will admit the Pisswasser, the fact that their beer brand is Pisswasser makes me laugh hilariously, because a lot of people call beer piss water, and so Pisswasser sounds like it's German for piss water, because Wasser is actually the German word for, water. Whereas the PI, I don't know what that little, it's a bee-looking character, but I can't remember what the actual name of the character is when you spell that in German, but it's pronounced like an S, so it's Pisswasser, and it's just like a funny joke, because it's a beer joke. It's a beer joke, which is actually even more hilarious because people, actually, yeah, it's a bit of a meta joke too, because in Germany, cause I've had friends who've been, over to Germany and back, and the beer over there, it's Germany, they care about their beer. Not like over here in America where people call PBR a beer, and PBR is just nasty. Now, I'm not a beer person, but I can appreciate there's a difference. That being said, if a German came over here and drank our beer, like American beer, like Bud Light or...
Oh, they'd be pissed.
Exactly. They're like, what the hell am I drinking? Is this water? So yeah, Pisswasser. Because it's
why we don't like them here.
What? No, we don't like...
Why we don't like them here.
Well, Americans don't know what good beer is. I'm not a beer person. I don't drink beer. I don't like it, but I can appreciate that there's a difference. Because I have had good beer. I have had beer that I can stomach. Bud Light and PBR ain't it. Actually, PBR got my friend violently ill on New Year's once. It was not pretty. That being said, why is GTA even pulled up? Well, Rockstar Games, go figure, is being accused of underpaying some of its workers. A big gaming corporation screwing over its devs? Say it ain't so. Anyways, let's see what's going on. Grand Theft Auto 6 developer Rockstar Games has once again found itself facing accusations of being in violation of policies set in place by the United Kingdom government. At this time, following a federal crackdown on unpaid wages that saw multiple employees at the Rockstar North studio being owed close to €1,400, or roughly $1,800 in USD, in missing pay. Rockstar Games had previously faced litigation and other troubles at the hands of the UK government agencies in response to employee terminations in 2025, and the company has once again fallen to the ire of legal checks and balances for failure to pay staff the entirety of earned wages.
I would lose my mind if somebody tried to not pay me.
Almost $2,000? Yeah. Bet them there's rent.
That's my whole check.
Right. On October 30th, 25, Rockstar Games abruptly terminated 31 developers working on Grand Theft Auto 6, sparking major protests and public scrutiny. The company claimed that the firings were a result of gross misconduct. I lost my place. But the Independent Workers Union of Great Britain brought the move under legal review after some of the removed workers accused Rockstar of union busting. Remaining staff subsequently organized protests outside of Rockstar North's offices through an interim tribunal in January 2026, ruled in favor of Rockstar. While that legal battle continues towards a full hearing, Rockstar Games has once again found itself facing public critique for being included on a list of UK companies that illegally underpaid workers. According to the official data compiled by HM Revenue and Customs Government Department of the United Kingdom, Rockstar Games UK Limited, the branch of Rockstar Games that oversees Rockstar North, failed to pay €1,396 and 73 pounds. I don't know what your coinage system is in the UK. I am not that cultured, but
euros is a full dollar, pounds is a coin.
Okay, so I said that kind of right. We're just going to round it up to €1,400. To 5 workers in 2025. Rockstar Games UK Limited was listed among 389 separate organizations operating in the UK that are now ordered to pay out any owed wages. Despite the total amount of unpaid wages at Rockstar North falling within typical wage discrepancies discovered by HM Revenue and Customs in its yearly reports, the already troubled status of the studio has drawn more scrutiny than usual. On top of the legal issues, a fire at Rockstar North broke out on January 19th, 2026, though no employees were injured, and the company insisted that the incident would have no impact on the team's ability to continue development on Grand Theft Auto 6.
And boom, next day, motherfuckers were dead.
Oh. They were not, but thankfully, Muffin is just joking this time. Rockstar North, the parent company Rockstar Games, are far from the only video game studios to be embroiled in legal battles in recent years or to face public criticism for rounds of layoffs and project cancellations. Major companies like Microsoft, Embracer Group, and Sony are among the dozens of AAA names, plus just as many indie groups that terminate employees with little to no notice. The video game industry has notably been in turbulent waters since the summer of 2023, and many question if these issues will begin to settle anytime soon. As long as Rockstar North pays out the missed wages for 2025, the matter will be fully resolved, but the company is still waiting to see how Rockstar's legal battle with its terminated employees will pan out. Amid these complications is the aim to ensure Grand Theft Auto 6 release is on time, particularly after the title's already been delayed on multiple occasions. Even with many who are working on the project have now been laid off and others seeking to support their terminated team members, Rockstar Games has made it clear that it is doing everything it can to hit the previously announced GTA 6 release date in November of this year. Only time will tell if legal hurdles in the United Kingdom or other unexpected complications will have an impact on Grand Theft Auto 6 or any other projects in the works at Rockstar North and other Rockstar Games offices. So interested fans may want to stay tuned for any official updates on the future of GTA 6 and Rockstar. So yeah. Pay your people. Like this is a look at these graphics. Look at them. Look at it.
Even if they're mediocre, you still gotta pay them.
Yeah, even if they look like junk, you gotta pay them. But my point being, they don't look like junk, so they're clearly working hard. And that's a very anticipated game, so don't cut corners now. Pay your workers. Oh, Crimson Desert. So this is a game Muff and I talked about a little bit before the stream. Not a whole lot. I don't know what it is. I'm assuming, is it like a roguelike? Like But
I know nothing about the game either.
But we were talking about it a little bit because there's a different story. There's a lot of interesting stuff that Crimson Desert apparently lets you do. But what caught our attention to it was a story from a different news outlet where apparently someone gave it a 0 review for the lack of LGBT representation. Which, to that I say, then don't play that game. There's plenty of other LGBT-friendly games where you can express yourself however you would like to. The Sims, Dream Daddy. You literally build your own daddy and date other dads. No, it's great. It's actually quite a fun game. I want to play it again, but I'm in it for the long haul with Date Everything right now. But I want to give myself a second chance on Dream Daddy. I literally got the worst ending the last time I tried to play. Let's see here. But Muffin mentioned before the stream the lack of LGBT representation's like, oh man, she gave it a 0 rating, but now I just want to play the game more. Now, Crimson Desert also lets you beat up kids. Which, this kind of unhinged headline is an attention grabber for me, so kudos to you, Daniel Morris, who wrote this article. Let's see what they mean by beating up kids. Gamers Online have discovered that they can beat up kids in Crimson Desert. Although it may not be the developer's original intention, it hasn't taken long for Crimson Desert players to figure out how to beat up children in the new RPG. Typically, many open-world games exclude children for this reason, but Crimson Desert breaks the mold. Hell, even in The Sims, the extreme violence mod, which lets you do things to people, to other Sims that I will not even describe, and it's pretty brutal. You can't do 99% of those actions to youngsters in The Sims. It's just not a thing. Not in Crimson Desert, apparently. The sandbox freedom in Crimson Desert is a big selling point for the game. Although Pearl Abyss's latest RPG has received some criticism for certain game design decisions and its narrative, the open-world sandbox has come in for plenty of praise. Players are still figuring out everything possible in the game, and it will likely be a while before they exhaust their options. Just recently, another Crimson Desert player figured out a way to use a tree as a slingshot. That's hilarious. Giving players
sounds like my kind of game.
I think we should look into it. I bet they have it on Steam Unlocked. Giving players this type of freedom is the right way to ensure longevity, as there's no shortage of gamers willing to experiment with every aspect of a game once they know their creativity and adventurous impulses will be rewarded. You like how Muffin once just about speed ran Peak by figuring out a glitch with the balloons?
Yeah, that was a good time.
That was a great time. Shows here. Okay, good. There's none on the... anyways. Crimson Desert players are barging into children. A Reddit thread started by user OKO513 pointed out that players can sprint and barge into children in the game to lay them out. The player said that they sprinted into a child, providing a colorful description of it as being like a tank hitting a squirrel. They pointed out how unique it was that Crimson Desert Sandbox allows us, saying, I don't know if another game lets you steamroll children the way this one does. Well, the game does...
Skyrim?
Oh, Skyrim. Well, yeah, that's Skyrim, though. Like, since Skyrim, I guess. But while the game doesn't let Crimson Desert players RKO children as it does their regular enemies, it does appear to have nothing stopping them from knocking them to the floor. Others in the thread hailed the fact that characters will often scream obscenities at the player when shoved over, praising the reactivity of Crimson Desert's game world. For obvious reasons, the limit to which players are able to attack children in Crimson Desert stops at shoving them over. That, again, makes sense. I reference yet again back to the extreme violence mod in The Sims. This is very standard for open world titles and RPGs where children might appear, even in games where players can usually kill every NPC. Many games avoid the issue altogether by excluding children entirely. For example, Red Dead Redemption 2 featured Jack Marston as part of the supporting cast, but he was the only child in the whole game. Frankly, it's understandable that a lot of developers take this route, even if it makes the game world a little unrealistic. In the coming weeks and months, it'll be interesting to see how players push Crimson Desert to its limits. It's clearly a game that wants to give players as much freedom as possible, and that always comes with chaotic consequences. While players continue to experiment, developer Pearl Abyss already continued that it's begun post-launch support for the game. Just days after its release, the developer confirmed it's working on a fix for Crimson Desert's frustrating controls, which should resolve many players' biggest issue with the game. Hopefully the game gets post-launch updates for a long time to help it live up to its full potential. I think this is a game Muffin needs to look up. Seems like something he'd like.
It's a great game. I'm telling you now.
This guy's them kids.
Yeah.
We got a couple GTA 6 news items, other than the one we have already brought up. For example, Spider-Man has apparently already beaten GTA 6 at something, despite, the game not even being out yet. Let's see what that is. Oh, this is about the movie trailer that just came out. I still haven't seen it, but that's okay. When GTA 6 Trailer 2 hit the internet, it broke records by becoming the most viewed YouTube trailer ever, accumulating 475 million views within 24 hours. That surprised no one because it was GTA 6. But now, in a surprising move, Spider-Man Brand New Day has managed to beat that record, with neither title being officially available yet. It's worth noting that the GTA 6 Trailer 2 broke a record in and of itself, one set by the GTA 6 Trailer 1. However, the first trailer was preceded by a leak, meaning some fans managed to see it before it went live on the proper channel. GTA 6 Trailer 2 made no such mistake, and the result was a brand new record and accolade for the game long before its release. Now that record's been overtaken by Spider-Man Brand New Day's first trailer. This means that GTA 6 Trailer 2 is still the most viewed trailer for a video game ever, but the new Spider-Man movie has surpassed it collectively. The global box office reports that Spider-Man Brand New Day's trailer has surpassed 500 million views, officially beating GTA 6's record. It's close, relatively speaking, with the difference of approximately 25 million views. It's possible that the Spider-Man Brand New Day's victory comes down to its marketing strategy. Instead of a countdown, a major event, or just a random trailer drop, Sony released 2-second snippets of the trailer via influencers. This drummed up a lot of hype as fans tried to piece it together, but with the whole trailer out there, everyone had seen the snippets, and even those... It looks like they didn't finish their sentence, and that bothers me. Maybe I was reading it wrong. This drummed up a lot of hype as fans tried to piece it together, but with the whole trailer out there, everyone who had seen these snippets, and even those who hadn't, flocked to the trailer. Okay, no, it's just a misplaced parenthesis. If they wanted that sentence to make sense, the parentheses need to be after hadn't. So it was everyone who had seen these snippets, and even those who hadn't, flocked to the trailer. But, I'm sorry, I'm just being a grammar snob now. Anyways. And boy, were those fans rewarded! There's a lot going on in the trailer. Fans see Tom Holland's take on a more mature and more lonely Peter Parker after having Zendaya's MJ and Jacob Batalon's Ned Leeds memories wiped. There's a lot going on in Peter Parker's life, as well as Spider-Man's. Fans got to see John Bernthal's Punisher, including a hilarious scene where he is prevented from cussing by the webhead, as well as Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner as Spider-Man's powers seem to falter. Other appearances include Scorpion, Boomerang, and The Hand, as well as a little hint at Sadie Sink's role. I hope Sadie Sink is just Mary Jane. I know they tease Zendaya being like MJ, but hear me out. Could be like a proper Mary Jane character up in there. It'll be interesting to see if the GTA 6 Trailer 3 takes its record back. Overall, it's a solid trailer, and Marvel's Spider-Man remains one of its most popular superheroes. It's a bit surprising for it to beat a record set by GTA 6, but at the end of the day, it's clear that Spider-Man fans and GTA 6 fans are being treated kindly, as far as trailers go at least. And chances are GTA 6 Trailer 3 will gun for Spidey's record, with some fans believing it is a matter of weeks away. Again, one can only hope, especially seeing as, as the trailer preview in the other window we just saw, I might even have it pulled up still. I do. This trailer 2 was when it was still planning on coming out May 26th, which is just a mere 2 months away almost. Whereas nowadays it's coming out, in November. So hopefully it doesn't get delayed again, because I feel like a lot of people would be upset. In Lego news, apparently the largest Lego set ever made is reportedly coming on July 1st. This better be a good one. I want to see what it is. The biggest Lego set ever, based on Barcelona's Sagrada Familia Basilica, is reportedly launching in summer 2026, according to some new insights from a reliable leaker. The upcoming model is expected to include hundreds more pieces than the current largest Lego set in existence. The new information comes from the Bricktown community's Chief Wiggum, a leaker with a long track record of credible Lego product insights. The same source just recently shared the purported details of Lego's first Pokemon set with minifigures. Oh wow, that's pretty. It's at 12,000 pieces. It's going to be $600, dropping July 1st. Like, I'm not dropping $600 on a Lego set unless, if I had the money, and by I had the money, I mean I own my cars, I have a home, I've purchased a house, I'm not renting anymore, and my student loans are paid, sure, I'll drop $600 on a Lego set. But now, in this economy, no. Because
no one will ever understand.
No, if you've got the money that you can securely purchase a $600 Lego set, because it looks like a giant Spanish church, go ham. But, it ain't me. But it is gorgeous. Look, even, I think that is that the, no, that's, I want to see how they do the stained glass windows in this Lego set, because I bet they could do it easily with translucent bricks. But I still think it'd just be pretty, and if they're gonna go hog wild on a set like this, they gotta go hog wild, especially, again, for $600. Come on. The Insider's largest report materialized on March 17th, identifying a new set in the form of 21065 Sagrada Familia. At 12,060 pieces, the unannounced model is expected to debut as the Danish toy maker's largest set ever by some margin. 21065 Sagrada Familia is reportedly planned to hit the store shelves as part of Lego's early summer 2026 2026 product wave, with Chief Wiggum citing July 1st as its official release date. It is expected to retail for $599.99 in the United States, as per the same source. Sagrada Familia is said to be part of the Lego architecture theme, according to both the newly emerged leak and separate BrickTap reporting from January 2026. That stated categorization is notable because the architecture line has so far largely been known for more compact, display-focused landmark and skyline models, rather than replicas competing with LEGO's biggest collector releases. Nonetheless, a Sagrada Familia build on this scale would fit the line's emphasis on famous real-world structures, even if its reported dimensions suggest that something much closer to the company's ultra-premium showcase sets than a typical architecture line release. To compare, I'm going to pull up Amazon and see what, say, their Eiffel Tower set retails for. Here we go. I want the... Yeah, so this is the official... this isn't from the architect... Okay, it is from the architecture line. It says right there in the lower left. Yeah, this has 958 pieces and retails for $79.95.
That's crazy.
Okay, still, I'm gonna say it, too expensive. It's pretty. I like the idea of it. Too expensive still, but... So yeah, $80 is around the normal price range for the LEGO architecture line, so a $600 12,000 plus piece build is crazy. It looks impressive. I think these are just pictures of the church, but I'm imagining it in Lego form, and it's gonna be nuts. And it's gonna actually, it was gonna be my question. Say you got this set, or someone gifted it to you, or whatever. You've somehow acquired this set. How long do you think it would take you to build this? Because you're pretty quick at building Legos.
If I stuck to it, probably 2 days.
2 days? Yeah,
I'm giving myself benefit of the doubt there.
that's fair.
I'm saying lengthy, 2 days.
No, I get it. Because with my Lego speed, which again is vastly inferior to that of Muffins and Sia, even staying at it, even, like counting, not, let's say, wipe my schedule clean. My job this week is to build this Lego set. It'd probably still take me about a week.
Yeah.
So at the end of this, we have, I want to see, I'm actually glad this includes it. I want to see how it compares to the top 10 largest Lego sets ever as of March 26th. We've got a world map picture, which has 11,695 pieces. This is a different Eiffel Tower. They have a couple different Eiffel Tower. Yeah, they have a 10,000 piece Eiffel Tower here. Does it have the retail price? It does. The world map retails for $249.99. The Eiffel Tower has less pieces, but retailed for more. The MSRP is $629.99 for this Eiffel Tower. Then we have the Titanic, which I forgot there was a Titanic Lego, because when I look up Titanic Legos, I get the knockoffs, which I'm probably just going to buy the knockoff set, because I really want to build a Lego Titanic. Also because it's $679.99. Again, like I said, I'm not paying $600 for Legos. But that is a really cool. That is a really cool set. I'll give it. We've got a Coliseum here, which again looks really freaking cool. The $549.99. Yeah, we've got a Death Star, which this isn't the classic Death Star build. This is the new one that came out last year? Yeah, last year, which retailed for $999.99. Which again, you're not even getting the whole Death Star. You're just getting like a chunk of it, which for $1,000, I want the whole Death Star, and for it to open. Yeah, I don't know if the older Lego Death Star build opened the way I'm describing it, but again, for $1,000, I'm gonna get a Death Star, not just a sliver of it. So another good reason to pass on that set. Let's see that I didn't talk about the pieces. Hang on, I goofed. So the Titanic one has over 10,000 pieces. Coliseum, I think it might actually have the same amount of pieces. 10,276, 10,294. So it's 20 pieces off, give or take. And this has 9,023 pieces. The Millennium Falcon, 7,541. The AT-AT, 6,785. The Razor Crest, 6,187. Rivendell from Lord of the Rings, 6,167 pieces. Got a Ninjago set that has 6,163 pieces. And I guess I think they included the Ninjago as an honorable mention because, yeah, the list stops at Rivendell. So, the point being that LEGO is not opposed to having expensive sets or even large sets. But the LEGO set being this large and being from the architecture line, which, as I said, is usually smaller. I think I have, might be the Louvre. I have a little LEGO set on my window ledge in my bathroom. And it is quite small. It's like this big, maybe. So it's just supposed to be like something in your house that's like, look, I built this and I'm cultured. So, but this would be a centerpiece or a showcase piece, not so much like, oh, we'll just put that on the mantle, You would need to, like...
I'd put it on the mantle.
This?
Yeah.
What size mantle do you have that would fit on?
If I could have one big enough, I would.
Oh, that tracks. That's fair. See, I would want it in, like, a display case. Because, especially, say... if I were to have youngsters running around, if it's not in a display case, that shit's getting knocked over in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I would agree. That's why you glue it.
I don't trust my skills enough.
Glue it together and then, never have to worry about it falling apart.
Fair enough. Oh, they included a Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise one on this list that wasn't in the pictures. Find that interesting. Anyway, so the timing, apparently, of LEGO's rumored Sagrada Familia model is not accidental. The real-life landmark on which the rumored LEGO set is based on is a Roman Catholic basilica in Barcelona and the best-known work of Catalan architect Antoni Gaudí. In the city's grid-based example district, Sagrada Familia combines elements of Gothic revival and Catalan modernism. Construction began in 1882, and Gaudí took over the project the following year, transforming it into a highly symbolic, nature-inspired design defined by soaring towers, sculptural facade, and intricate geometric forms. More than 140 years later, the church remains unfinished but active. The basilica says construction is still ongoing, and the project completion of the main structure the project has projected completion, Jesus, I can't read today, of the main structure in 2026. Well, recent reports indicate that the central tower of Jesus Christ has reached its full external height, with the interior and finishing work still remaining. LEGO's rumored set could thus be based on a relatively finished model of the basilica, commemorating the end of its nearly 150 years' worth of construction. 21065 Sagrada Familia is expected to surpass the current largest LEGO set, the world map, by 365 pieces. It's also not the only massive model. The Danish toy maker is expected to debut this year. According to several early reports, the still unannounced 11377 Minas Tirith will rank among the 10 largest LEGO sets ever when it launches on June 1st. While it is expected to place 6th, the rumored arrival of the Sagrada Familia would push it down to 7th among the company's largest brick-built models to date. I'll look that one up because I'm not familiar with this. Oh, that is Gandalf. Hi, Gandalf. It's a Lord of the Rings thing. No wonder.
Always a Lord of the Rings thing.
Well, Lord of the Rings is awesome. And if I could get all the Lord of the Rings Lego sets, I totally would. Anywho, so moving on from Legos, as awesome as they are, we've got a couple last bits of news, such as the price for GTA 6 finally being confirmed for the November 2026 launch. Which, I'll go and spoil something, it's not the subscription price that was rumored, which there was no actual subscription price released, but there were rumors going around that the price of the game would be subscription-based as opposed to a single purchase price, which I'm glad is not the case because, man, there's so many subscription services and everything that you can buy now is subscription-based or has some kind of premium subscription. So it's nice, again, that that's not the case for this game. Because people wouldn't play it. I think it would actually ruin the launch if they were like, it's going to cost you $10 a month to play this game. I think a lot of people would be like, no. Take-Two
I'm just over the whole subscription thing, so I wouldn't touch it, period.
That's what I was talking to my neighbor about the subscription-based rumor, and she was like, I'm so sick of that. That's a negative for me. So Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick quietly confirms the price of GTA 6 while promising one highly controversial feature will not be a part of it. In the lead-up to GTA 6's November 2026 release, many speculated that it would have an unusually high price, with some analysts suggesting that it would cost as much as $100. Now Take-Two has confirmed the title's price will be in line with a typical AAA game, and fans have plenty more to be excited about it. Speaking to Christopher Drang for the Game Business, Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick was asked about in-game advertising in the PC and the console gaming space. Well, for free-to-play titles, yes. For titles for which you've paid $70 or $80, no, Zelnick stated. We have some limited advertising inside games like NBA 2K because that, it fits within the vernacular. You want to see advertising in an arena and stadium because you would if you were there in real life, Zelnick added. When asked about interstitial advertisements in gaming, Zelnick replied, very difficult for me to believe that we would want to have an interstitial advertising in a game that someone paid $70 or $80 for. Would seem unfair. While concerns about advertising in gaming being skewed were certainly a key point of Zelnick's conversation with Drang as the specific price point that CEO noted had drawn the most attention. Those statements have been taken by many fans as tacit information that Grand Theft Auto 6 and other major titles that fall under the Take-Two Interactive umbrella will cost roughly $80 when it arrives. Fans have been waiting years for GTA 6, with the game facing numerous delays in that time. Fortunately, fans have also received what seems to be an early glimpse into what the title will offer, courtesy of 2025's A Safe House in the Hill update for GTA Online, which introduced a variety of new customization features that are presumably going to return in GTA 6. Despite all the hype surrounding GTA 6, Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar aren't heading towards its release without facing some major hurdles along the way. Among the most controversial issues facing the company today is the ongoing UK court case accusing the company of illegal union busting via firing employees who were either already union members or in the process of organizing their own union. Alex Marshall, the president of the United Independent Workers Union of Great Britain, said in a statement mid-March, Rockstar has just carried out one of the most blatant and ruthless acts of union busting. Yes, we have actually gone over this before. We'll update that as we get new information. Rockstar and Take-Two will also have to navigate new laws such as Australia's Age-Restricted Materials Code, which has received new updates that will force online gamers to verify their age with any given digital platform. Gamers and internet users will have to verify their identities online before accessing any R-rated or more explicit materials, with each breach of a direction to comply with a code potentially drawing fines as high as 49.5 million Australian dollars. The official release date that it's currently slated for, unless it gets delayed again, is November 19th of this year. In terms of the R-rated materials, I'll tell you what, something I didn't mention earlier when I was playing GTA 5 last week is, so I went to the strip club, right? Because I think that's the funniest part of the game so far is like, oh yeah, I could just unwind, but blow some money on, some girlies. It's gonna be great. And the one girl was like, do you want a private dance? And I was like, oh, of course I do. That sounds fun. And again, this is all stream. And I thought there was going to be more of like a tease element that I'd have some time to react. But no, as soon as you get in that room, it's boobs in the face. And I was like, frantically trying to turn off the game visual because again, I'm streaming on platforms that I need to not show that stuff on. So I was like, don't delete my account. Don't do it. Please. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Jesus. And so I learned. We don't do the strip club on stream.
Didn't know is crazy.
I've never played a GTA game. This is my first one. I didn't know. I'm sorry, Jesus. And last, but certainly not least, we've got some PlayStation news. A common L for PlayStation. The PlayStation Network is officially ending in 2026. It's an end of an era for PlayStation owners. This year, Sony will be retiring its PlayStation Network and PSN branding. Per Insider Gaming, the change was announced to employees in an internal email that has since been published online. Notably, the functionality of the PlayStation services will not be changing as the transition is purely visual. That means functions like friend lists, online multiplayer, and trophies will continue to work as normal throughout the process, which is expected to be completed by September. But the actual PlayStation Network will be phased out by that time. We'd like to inform you that Sony Interactive Entertainment has strategically decided to phase out the terms PlayStation Network and PSN across our platform in order to properly capture the breadth of our evolving digital services. The email reads in part, the upcoming changes are purely visual and will not introduce any technical alterations to our offerings. To simplify and unify branding, the terms PlayStation Network and PSN will be phased out across all SIE assets by September of 26. Gamers on Reddit have noticed some changes already being implemented as the transition begins. Screenshots have been posted showing examples of PlayStation Network branding have been removed and replaced with simply a PlayStation. All references to PlayStation Network have also been removed from Sony's terms of service on PlayStation.com. Redditors have also been sharing some mixed reactions to the news. Again, if it's purely visual, it's not that big of a deal, but I don't get why they're even bothering. Because when you hear the word network, you think of things being connected and being under the same umbrella. So I don't see what removing network from the PlayStation Network's going to change, but...
people are just concerned, I guess.
Well, let's see what some of the reactions from gamers are. One person states, "Thanks, Sony, but I'm going to keep calling it PSN." That was like when Elon Musk changed the name of Twitter to X. So many people still call it Twitter, including myself. Like...
Yeah.
Real question. Unless you're a PlayStation marketing guy, how often do you actually say PlayStation Network? Said someone else. Companies don't just use that kind of branding anymore because it's just internet, like how Nintendo's dropped the Nintendo Network and Nintendo Wi-Fi branding. Referring to HBO Max's rebranding to Max before reverting back to HBO Max again. Another Redditor wrote to say that Sony should have taken a page from HBO and renamed it to Network. Taking away the most popular part of your branding was kind of stupid. So if PlayStation is going to drop any name from their network title, Network is the way to go. But that's still a funny joke from a Redditor. "I know some company got paid $200 million to come up with this rebrand," said the top comment. So a lot of people seem to be thinking the same thing I am, that it's really useless and doesn't mean anything. Alright, so the PlayStation Network and PSN branding have been a part of the brand since launching with PS3 in 2006. It offered free online multiplayer along with a digital storefront, the PlayStation Store. In 2010, Sony introduced Plus, which included free monthly games and exclusive discounts. Over the years, PlayStation Plus became required for online multiplayer, and a tiered system was introduced in 2022. Again, this has widely been regarded as a bad move. With or without the...
Who wants to have tier shit, man? It's so annoying.
Well, not just that, but yes, especially that. But you buy Plus, you can get these games, right? And you can play online with your friends. Let's say you have the top tier and your friend has a lower tier. You can play online together, but likely not on the same game. One of you is going to have to spend more money on the same game if it's not included with Plus. So, again, like, no one likes a tiered system. No one even likes it with friggin', like, what was it, a Game Pass through Xbox. That's the same damn thing.
Game Pass has definitely changed a lot, but, I mean...
Yeah.
Overall, it started. PlayStation just kind of copied.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm not saying one is better than the other, or one didn't copy the other, but, yeah. With or without the rebranding, PlayStation remains the best-selling console month to month in 2026. The PS5 has a 72.5% market share compared to 27% for Xbox, further continuing Sony's dominance in the console wars, which, though GameStop tried to say they were over, a month or two ago, clearly they're still ongoing. Around 90 million PS5 units have been sold, much higher in comparison to the Xbox Series SX, selling around 34 million units. So I guess not that big of an L. I said, a common L for Xbox, for PlayStation, which, to be fair, Sony and PlayStation have become notorious for their L's, admittedly, but hear me out. That's not an L or even a lateral move to me. That's just... It's one of those cool story bros. Neat. It'd be like, Muffin, you are not to call me Brit Rochelle anymore. You are simply to refer to me as Brit. And you'd be like, I do that anyways. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I mean...
It doesn't change.
I know you buy what I know you buy, so it is not at all going to change.
No, not at all. So, Lord knows I don't know what Sony thinks it's doing, but you let us know how you feel about this change or anything else we discovered or discussed on this podcast and all of our socials, which can be found at Linktree/GFA Entertainment. One of these days I'll say it right the first try. Linktree/GFA Entertainment has all our links for GFAP and my stuff and his stuff. And there's even a merch store if you want to show your GFAP love with a hoodie, sticker. We have necklaces, what have you. And if you want to see little old me, you want to stop missing these streams, I do host them on my Twitch, Kick, TikTok, anywhere you can find a stream. I probably have it. And you can find that at BritRochelle.com or BritRochelle.card.co.
Then you can find all of my stuff at linktree/muffinsincere. It's all down there. Everything. All the links to all the pages. Click them, follow them.
Yes, please. And until next time, thank you so much for watching and or listening to another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. Thanks for popping in at the last minute, Oakley. Keep fapping, folks.